Okay, today we have a beer from Smuttynose Brewing Company. We've done a few Smuttynose beers before, as you know. Hampton, New Hampshire is where this comes from. And this is pretty much the definition of a sessionable beer. It's Hayseed. It looks like it's a brand new release. It's a summer seasonal, and we're a little bit before summer. We're in the early part of April still, so a lot of times they get things out there very, very early, and in this case, they did. It's called Hayseed. It's 3.8% ABV. I don't know if I've done a beer quite of that low ABV. Don't know how I feel about 3.8% Saison. Is really low. It gets an 85 on Beer Advocate according to a few reviews. Doesn't even show up on Rate Beer as far as any reviews go. I think there were just a smattering, maybe a couple of them, but not enough to actually get a Rate Beer score. It's a farmhouse ale, Saison. Malts, they use two-row Pilsner wheat flaked oats and acidulated something or other. Hops, they use Sterling. So this is Hayseed with an old style look at girl sitting on the front steps of somewhere. So I don't know what that is all about. Yeah, it has the blurb here in the back that every Smuttynose beer has. Nothing really story-wise on the bottle. Enjoyed by September some odd of 2015, September 13th. So we're well within that range. This is a brand new beer. So I'm going to pour into a tulip glass. Seems funny pouring this into a tulip glass at 3.8%, but that's what we're doing. And we see that very pale, very light kind of color Saison kind of look to this beer. And let's get the aroma. Oh, actually, before we do that, here's what we got. We got about a little less than a head. Very light looking, extremely light looking. Wow. Okay. Aroma, Smuttynose, Hayseed. I'm getting that flowery Saison kind of smell. Yeah, like walking through kind of a spring kind of atmosphere. Maybe even a farm. Not much manure though, which is a good thing. You got to watch yourself at the farm sometimes. Let's get the taste now of Smuttynose Hayseed. Very light, extremely light. I'm getting a bit of a lagery pilsnery sensation in the aftertaste. When it hits the front of the tongue, I am getting that wildflowery kind of just really naturey kind of taste that you usually get from Saisons. But I'm not getting the like the dandelion stuff, like the really just kind of stuff that just kind of sets me a little bit off. I'm getting more of a Saison, a lagery mix, maybe a bit, maybe Pilsnery Saison kind of mix, and they do use the Pilsner malt. It's a very light beer. This is a beer that you could pretty much chug like crazy. 3.8%. You can probably have like 3 of these at least. And be fine as far as driving and stuff goes. Smuttynose Hayseed, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this, for what it is, for a Saison, for 3.8%, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10. Very light appearance. I like the subtleness of the flowery taste and the back of the throat pilsnery taste. That's what I like. What I don't like, obviously, is the ABV. For a Saison, I think your Saisons should be at least a 4.5. At the very least, a 4.5. Make a sessionable Saison 4.5 plus. 3.8 is a little low. I know 3.8 and 4.5 is only 0.7% difference, but you really can almost classify this as you go down another percentage or two, it's almost like a non-alcoholic drink, almost. But that said, not bad at all. 7 out of 10 for Smuttynose Hayseed.